Jerry Brown here with Jerry Brown Travels.
Lauren here.
Well, today we want to take you to a luxury home here in Mexico. Where is it located, Lori?
Vista del Lago.
Vista del Lago is on the other side of Chapala. Convenient drive into Chapala, but it has beautiful rolly hills and also lake views on this property. And bonus, it's on the golf course. So this is a different type of a video. Usually we show you the low end, the cheapest end, but we want to show you the other side and where maybe the rich and the famous live. And
It's called Vista del Lago, and the house over there is really beautiful and big. This is for the high end. It's not the low end, okay? Okay, so if you didn't subscribe yet, please subscribe. We need more subscribe and make a comment and thumb up.
we have a little surprise for you. It hasn't been formulated yet, but in the next few weeks, we're going to offer a program. People have asked us, can they have a private consultation before maybe they come down to Mexico? And we're going to offer that service. Don't have it, we're up and running right now, but that's something that we will have coming soon. So look forward to that. When you subscribe, there's a little bell up there. And if you hit that notification bell, you'll get a notification every week that we have a free video. And we post a video every Friday at 5 p.m. California time. Yeah, so check out our new upcoming videos, before and after remodeling project. Finally, Ahi going through a boom, housing with crappy construction, junky construction. Check this one out. We're going to interview a couple that comes down to review Mexico and retiring here for the second time. Also in this video, we're going to be answering some questions that you have presented to us. Larry has a question, and this is really an important question. Excellent question, Larry. Is living in Mexico, can we stop our Medicare Part B premium so we don't have to pay that $148 a month? Mike's concerned. He wants to buy a house in Mexico, but he's not quite clear. Can he buy a house and can he get a legal deed? And because there's a lot of confusion around that. That's an important question. We're going to give you the answer for that too. Kathy asked, what bank can I use to get the best exchange rate? Excellent question. Tom wants to know, he says, are you traveling in Mexico now? And I notice you're not wearing your mask. We're going to answer that question for you, Tom.
Mary have asking, are you have vaccination yet?
Jane asked, is it really possible if you live, let's say, in Rosarita Beach, where we made a video, can you realistically cross the border and go to San Diego to take care of your Medicare needs? Stay tuned for that answer. This is a country club community. So as we drive in, it's a gated community. Vista del Lago Country Club. It has a clubhouse, beautiful dining outside, also inside dining. Welcome to Grand Vista del Lago Estates. It has a 2-bedroom, an office, and a library combination, and 3 bathrooms. Pull up to the front entrance, very convenient. Now we'll come in through the front door. Now this home has a very hacienda, warm feeling to it. Very large rooms. The dining room here, you can entertain, you can have big groups of people. Very large and very convenient. Just steps away is the kitchen. And the kitchen has been upgraded to all new appliances, totally reconditioned beautifully. Now we come in to the bedroom. Look at the fireplace, a large sitting area, another large room here, very light and airy, very clean lines in here. Now it has the ensuite bathroom. All Spanish tile upgrades. Now we'll step into the living room. Large room, fireplace, built-in bookshelves, vaulted ceiling, beautiful furnishings. Now let's see the master bedroom. The master bedroom also has a fireplace, has a view of the swimming pool and the lake. Now let's step into the master closet and bathroom combination. Now it has set up where there's 2 sinks, 2 private areas, upgraded cabinets. Now look at here. Look at all these closets. Closets, closets, closets. Next, we'll see the office library combination. Custom built-in shelves. Great place to study, to read, and just relax. Now let's step outside to the garden and the pool area. Very large outdoor terrace. Now from this you can see the mountain, and it has a beautiful view of the lake, and especially at sunsets. This would be a typical sunset that you would enjoy. Now the pool area, the swimming pool itself is quite large. Could get some lap swimming in this one. Also, it has a casita apartment away from the main house. You step in. This is actually a 2-room casita, large, convenient for guests to stay. You could have a large amount of people here because you have all the room in the main house, and then you have this room. Or it could be used for a maid, somebody like that, or mother-in-law suite, anything that you want. But it is totally separate from the main house, so there's privacy for both parties. It's a very quaint Mexican town. Larry has asked a real interesting question. Can he stop his Medicare Part B monthly expense coming out of his Social Security check? And that is what a lot of people do down here. They do stop it, as the ones that are living here full time. So it's $148 a month for that. So that's around $1,700. Do the math. I haven't done the math. About $1,700 a year that you would be saving. You can, and what a lot of people do, they do 2 things. One of them, they may buy then a private Medicare medical insurance plan down here and use that money for that. That would be a partial payment of that. You cannot get a private medical insurance for that low of a price of $1,700 a year. The other thing we have good friends, and what they've done over the years, they've accumulated it. They've been down here for 15 years, and they really haven't had any major medical need. So they have, she says, they put thousands of dollars away in a separate account. They can use it so when they do need Medicare or medical insurance, or if they need medical care, then they will have that extra money in there to take care of their needs. Now, Jane has wondered about this. So she keeps her Medicare and she lives in Mexico. And the idea is that she can go back across the border into the States and use that for her physicals, her exams, blood work, maybe gynecologist or dermatologist, things like that. And yes, a lot of people do that, and that's a wise way to use your Medicare. Also, let's look at a different scenario that it doesn't work, and that is you need emergency care. You have to get to the hospital now. It's an emergency. You got to get in the ambulance. You do not have time to book an airplane flight, to book a hotel, book a car rental, all of that to get to a hospital in the States. It doesn't work well that way. A lot of people, what they are doing here is they're using an air vac program where they actually can get on a private jet. They will come pick them up from the hospital or wherever and put them on a private jet, fly them to where their medical need is being taken care of, a hospital, and get their services that way. So that's another way that a lot of people are doing it. So those are some answers to that complicated situation that you have to make a judgment on when you get down here. Tom asked, do we feel that it's safe to travel in Mexico? And he also noticed that we're not wearing our mask when we're making some of these videos. He says that there's been a lot of deaths reported because of the virus, Mexicans and expats. And so, well, yes, there are a lot of deaths in Mexico. Mexico is a very susceptible area where the virus is spreading. Now, we have not been traveling, so we've been staying more closer to home and just in our little village area here. We do wear our mask and we do take it off when we're making a video, but typically when we're out during the day, we are wearing our mask. So Lori, they're asking us, have we gotten our vaccination yet?
Yeah, we do. We have to wait 12 hours and a half to get our vaccination.
Yeah, we waited in the sun for 12 hours to get our first vaccination. What about our second one?
Second one, we wait for 4.5 hours. That's whoa, really great.
Yeah, we thought that was like rush hour, only having to wait 4 hours. And the interesting thing is we did get the Chinese vaccination. That was the first one that was available here. And so we just hurried up and got it because we want to get back into traveling, but we want to be safe. But unfortunately, what they're sort of showing is that vaccination is about 45% safe. So in a future date, we will get back to the States and we'd like to get a booster, huh, Lori? Lori?
Yeah.
Kathy has a question. She's going to be traveling down here and she wants to know which banks will give her the best exchange rate. A Mexican bank, okay. So typically, an exchange rate in a bank will be pretty much the same. You really don't need to worry about that little bit that they may have charged. But here's the thing that will possibly be a little more expensive than you thought, is if you come into the area and you're using a debit card that does not have foreign transaction fees, then you're going to be paying two services. One of them will be the bank's service charge, and also your credit card or your debit card is going to charge you a foreign transaction fee. So we use Charles Schwab debit card, and they do not charge a foreign transaction fee, and they also give us credit back on the bank fees. So it becomes zero for us. Another thing is that a lot of the banks, they will give you a minimum of, let's say, 7,000 pesos you can take out, roughly about $350. But let's say you need more than that, and you have it set up with your debit card account in the outside of Mexico, that let's say you can get $1,000 out, but the Mexican bank here will only give you $350 out per that day. Well, there are other banks that will give you more than that. So maybe you can now get 14,000 pesos out of that daily rate. So now you're up about $700. So check around and ask the bank, see what it is how much money you can actually take out. If you have to do two transactions to get that much money out, and you use two different banks, then you're going to be paying a service charge on two different banks. So that could save you some money. Julia is now down here, and she is talking about buying a piece of property. And she's concerned about using a notario. A notario, what it does is it does a title search on the property, make sure that there's deeds are all clean and clear. A notario is an attorney who specializes in real estate transactions. You definitely need to use a notario. Mm-hmm. Then the other question she's asking, should she also hire an attorney? That's extra money, is it worth hiring an attorney? Well, we find it is worth it. It's a little bit more, but it's an extra layer of security knowing that all of your transaction needs are taken care of. A notario can check the deeds, but it doesn't really give you advice, where an attorney will give you advice on what the requirements are within that. So as an example, we did purchase a piece of property here, and we found out that the paperwork had not been cleared up completely, and it was still being held in a bank trust. It needed to be moved out of there so we could actually get a deeded piece of property. It took 6 months to do that process. But luckily, because we used the attorney, he found that out, and then it may cost us a little bit, but it saved us a lot of frustration of getting wrong paperwork. Possibly the deed isn't even clear. It could have been really a bad situation. So yes, take the extra step and use an attorney. We have a surprise for you. We haven't quite got it up and running yet, but we get a lot of people who want to have a private consultation with me about moving to Mexico and all of the pros and cons. And so we are working on a way of presenting a platform that you can ask your questions, and then we can have maybe a 50-minute chat on answering yourself. We find a lot of people actually save a lot of money if they're well prepared before they come down here. They don't have to buy say an airplane ticket, hotel reservations to do their due diligence. Now we do have 500 videos plus, and they're free, and a lot of the content is in there that you may be asking by in your question in a consultation time. But if you want to jump in front of the line, you want to be quick, you don't want to be able to go through all of that, this is one way of doing it. So we're glad to offer you this program. So look forward to that coming up in the near future. This is what we do in between taking shots. we got to do little things like this to get ourselves relaxed. And so I like to be a little playful. Okay. What's the other thing that we usually... When you subscribe, don't forget... Oops. Boy, my mouth is not working right. Now. Let me check my notes. Okay. Then I'll know what now is next here.
This bug was right on my face.
You got a bug there.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, I want to introduce you to Carl here. And we were just having breakfast behind us here, and he came up and he recognized myself. Now,
Your hat
the hat. Yeah.
and your face.
Okay. So you've seen us on YouTube.
Absolutely, yeah. I watch all the videos as they come out. Always find them helpful. I enjoy the different places that you review, and I also like the budget aspect of it too, where you give an idea of not only what things are nice and so on, but what they might cost.
Yeah. So it's, we like to let people know, you know what I mean, the bigger picture of what Mexico is. It could be a 2-week vacation, it could be a year's worth of living expenses.
But it's always interesting to see what's affordable, what's not. That's important when you're considering a place.
Okay, great. Thanks, Carl.
You're very welcome.
Appreciate that.
Thank you for the videos. Tell Lori the same,
Okay.
and keep up the good work.
Thank you. Excellent. Excellent.